And way down we go, 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 go. Oh, way down we go, 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 go. So way down we go, way down we go.
You're listening to The Come Up.
Whoa, you let your feet run wild.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us on The Come Up, a podcast created to showcase the talents and the lives of the best young players on the rise. I'm Nate Thompson. Today, we bring on a true freshman pitcher of the Herkimer Generals baseball program. We welcome Greg Farone. Welcome to The Come Up.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
No problem. All right, so we're going to jump right into this. You playing for Schenectady, you were part of the Suburban Council, which is far from easy if anyone knows the council with Shenendehowa and Niskuna and all that. What was the leap like from JV to varsity? Was it easy? Like anything like that?
I'd say the jump from JV to varsity was pretty tough because, you're going from facing 15, 16-year-olds facing guys who are graduating in a year, and they're definitely throwing harder. Guys are competing at a higher level. Were
you a sophomore or junior when you got pulled up?
I was end of my sophomore season, going in to varsity.
So you were already young, just going into that varsity. Do you remember what your first game was like, who you pitched against or who you played against, really?
I think we faced Burnt Hills in like a Shenendehowa tournament, and we lost the first one, and I pitched the second game, and I did all right. I gave up 2 runs, but I threw 5 innings, and we ended up winning.
Even then, playing in the Suburban Council, throwing 5 innings in your first pitching appearance for varsity, it's nothing to shy away from, especially with like all those powerful teams. Shenendehowa has been sectional champions for Section 2 4 times since 2013 and has even been crowned New York State High School AA champions in 16. How'd you prepare to play against such talented teams?
When I was younger, I really didn't have a schedule. But when I realized, when I got in my senior year, you really needed to be prepared to play. So, going into the off season, I definitely took eating, the kitchen, took it serious, took the weight room serious. Definitely working on, pitching and hitting, serious, when I got older. Because, if you want to compete, you got to be good.
Yeah, you got to put the time in on the off time.
It just doesn't come to you. You got to do it.
Exactly. Do you think the Schenectady Blue Jays helped you out with this process at all? I know Will has been pretty involved with you. So would you say that Schenectady's helped?
Yeah, a lot, very. My whole career. When I was 13, when I got up to the Babe Ruth, Will and Jordan definitely helped me become the player I am today. Definitely drilling in my head that hard work beats talent. So I just took it from there.
It shines true because Jordan was one of the best that has went through the Dominican College, being named to the all-decade team. He's been phenomenal. You were always an all-around player, jumping from first to pitching. I know this from experience because I played with you. When did the thought of going to college, becoming a full-time pitcher, become a reality?
I think that actually became a real thing my senior year of high school, when I realized that when you get to college, there's guys that hit better. I'm not saying I wasn't a good hitter, but I'm not the best hitter. And there's always room for arms. So I decided to focus mainly on pitching because that's going to get me somewhere.
Who helped you? Did anybody help you with this process, or was it it clicked in your own head?
Going to just strictly pitching?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it was my choice. Yeah, definitely me. I was like, all right, this is what I got to do, and this is what I want to do.
That's fair. And then you committed to West Virginia Wesleyan College for baseball, but then COVID hit, which has struck the nation in ways that we can't even imagine before this all happened. What was the recruiting process like with Wesleyan?
It was all right. It was back and forth, and it was a mutual thing about going there and stuff. Whoops. There we go. It was a mutual thing going there and stuff. And pre-COVID, obviously, nobody knew that was going to happen, but it was a good school. But then COVID hit, and they had guys coming back, and I want to make an impact on the field, and coming here was a better choice.
Were there any other NCAA schools that were trying to put you on their roster in that recruiting process?
A couple, I think, a school in Rhode Island, Salve Regina. I don't know if you ever heard of them.
Yep.
And then St. John Fishers in Rochester.
Yep. Salve Regina's been pretty good D3 baseball. I see them in the D3 College World Series almost every year. So
Yeah, they were a solid school.
So why'd you pick Wesleyan then?
I don't know. It's always been like one of my dreams to play baseball down south. I like the warm weather. I think going down south and getting out of New York has always been a goal.
Which is fair. There's not really much in New York to really give you unless you go. I don't even think there's any really big college schools in New York, honestly.
Nah.
So with the pandemic, you then committed to Herkimer, which they're not shy of anything besides a successful program. They've been the Region 3 champions 5 times since 2010 and have a variety of players going to the next level, either the NCAA, the NAIA, professional, etc. What's it like being part of such a successful team?
I think coming here definitely like opened my eyes and realizing that like this team is like this program is disgusting, like for lack of a better term. Like the coaching staff here is spot on. Everybody comes here. Everybody knows what Herc has to offer, and people put in the work and they get out of here after 2 years and they became a better ball player. That's what I wanted to happen.
Which, yeah, I was looking up their stats earlier, and I think 8 people got drafted right out of Herkimer, and there's been over 20 people that go to NCAA right after just those 2 years. So that coach has definitely got it going at Herkimer.
Yeah, for sure.
You're a 6'5" lefty pitcher sitting around 210 pounds. What's your pitching routine look like throughout game days?
My routine, I usually try to get to the field early, get some go just relax, get in the dugout, get everything ready. And then my routine, I usually stretch with the main team. And then after that, I go on my own. I mentally prepare for the game pretty much. Get there, I do my J-bands, all that stuff. I don't really talk much during games. I don't know if you remember when we played, but I never really talked much before I pitched. I was always just locking in, just trying to get ready.
Just got to be locked in when you go out there. It doesn't matter how easy the team is, how hard it is. You're always locked in.
For sure.
We could always count on you for tournaments. I know that. So what's your pregame so say you have a game on a Wednesday. What's your pregame stuff look like? So Monday, Tuesday. What's that look like?
I'd say Monday is a big day, even though it's 2 days before a start. I'd still have to get my body ready. So I'll probably throw a flat ground Monday, 15, 20 pitches, feel my pitches out and stuff. And then I'll probably take an ice bath, let my body rest, recover. And then Tuesday would probably be a light day, but nothing too light to where my body's not ready to throw in a game, obviously. And then come the start day, I'm ready to go.
Would you lift in either one of those days?
Yeah, I would lift Monday. Monday would probably be the heavier day. Tuesday would be a lighter day, but I'd still lift.
Okay. Kind of going off the Juco thing that we were talking about earlier. Juco isn't necessarily looked at very highly, but a lot of kids don't understand that Juco can actually play better baseball than some D1 kids.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Juco baseball, obviously, since you're a part of that now?
Honestly, when I was younger, I had the same thoughts as we're talking about. Juco isn't competitive and it's nothing really to be proud to go to or anything. But now I'm preaching it to kids because Juco is a grind, every day. Nothing's handed to us. I'm not saying D1 and all them stuff is handed to you, but here you got to work hard off the field than you do on the field. Basically your success is pretty much up to you. And it's just a grind and I love it. It's fun. It shows what you're made of, honestly.
Yeah, because you don't get as many scholarships. You don't get as much equipment. I mean, you still get some equipment. You get the apparel. You get nice stuff. You get nice facilities most of the time. But it's nothing compared to a D3, D2, D1 school where it's just getting funded constantly by the school. So showing up, putting the work in is definitely showing for Herkimer with their success. would you have any advice that you would give yourself right now, but to your younger self? What is one thing that you wish you knew?
Wish I knew when I was younger. Probably to honestly hit the weight room sooner. Honestly, I've only been working out for a year and a half, and it's honestly helped me get to where I am today. Because when you get older and you start playing higher competition, there's no letting up, honestly.
You've only been working out for a year and a half. What's your fastball
Yeah.
at right now?
I topped out at 87 a couple months ago.
Oh my God, that's wild. Dude, if you've been in the weight room longer than a year and a half, you'd probably be hitting 90, 92-ish. I mean, 6'5".
It's coming soon. Don't worry.
I agree. Well, Greg, it's been a pleasure, and I hope this interview was good for you. It was a pleasure having you on here.
Appreciate it.
I wish you the best of luck for the Herkimer, and hopefully after that you get to head to like a D3, D2, D1 school and possibly head to the draft someday.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
No problem.